Hello, hello, and welcome to another live stream. That's 2 days in a row now. I don't know if you're counting at home or not, but you are. That's gonna be 2 days in a row for live streaming the Jurassic World Alive. You guys know the drill. Gotta go through and put all the links up. I'm sure that there's probably probably a way to do this before I actually go live. I'm not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed, so it's probably just a situation of I don't know how to make that work. Probably, maybe not. How are you guys doing today? Hope everybody doing well. We're gonna do some live battles today. Just as soon as I post this one more time. And one last thing, gotta attach thumbnails. Like, streaming is so much more than just plugging in your computer. I guess for some people, you can just plug in your computer and be good to go. But for me, I actually have to what's going on, Cherry? I actually have to like create my own thumbnails and all that good stuff. Everything that you see is like what I hand create. So it looks like we are up and running. One more quick little thing, and then we'll be completely set up. Turbo, how are you doing? Welcome. Glad to have you here today. All right. Looks like we are good to go. So I've had a little bit of a rough patch, which is normal. I started yesterday's video, I think, at 5,600, and now I'm at 5,300. So it's been kind of a tumble. And here's the dilemma that I'm facing today. And not just today, but that I'm facing for, well, until I make a decision, actually. All right, so if I go over here and I go to campaign mode, I'm not done with the campaign mode. The reason why I'm not done with the campaign mode is because on mission 77, you have to have 4 creatures that are equal to level 28 or higher, really. And so here's my dilemma. I don't know if you can see through this, but on my screen, like, Quetzalryan is level 27, Thorodolosaurus 27, Trico is 27, Yoshi is 27, and then Marigaya is 27. Marigaya could actually be 28. I just don't think Marigaya is going to help me against this particular lineup of Mags, Trico, Eudorinix, and Smiley, or Nimmies, whichever one you want to call it. So I'm kind of stuck here because if I go look at my team, I have Thorodolosaur here, which is like basically 1, maybe 2 Turbo encounters away. 1, most likely. Most likely 1 Turbo encounter away from having the DNA that I need to make this 27. Now, it's currently on the squad, but it doesn't really hang out on the team all that often. So my dilemma is, it's going to cost 150,000 coin, right? 150, which is basically all of my coins, to take that up to 28, just so that I can unlock the next mission. I don't know that I want to do that, because then I feel like I'm kind of like obligated to run Thor. I don't know why I feel that way, because I have Indoraptor at 28, and I don't run it either. Quetzalryan, I live in a local 2, and I have quite a bit of Q ready to go, but not enough that I'm going to get Quetzalryan, and then tomorrow is going to be Tanny Day, and they're everywhere. So I can easily get, like, if I were going to do a multi-fuse here, I couldn't do 20, but I could probably do 10, which would put me at 300. But then I still need another 100 to go, and my shortcoming on this is going to be Granodon, which is a park, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's parks. Then I'd have to go find a lot of Pteranodon. So there you see my dilemma. What's going on, Stormy? Going on Magic Fingers Red? Just do it. I can. And that's the other thing is I can earn coins back. That's... And then with Trico, like, this is nowhere near being anywhere close to. And I would probably prefer to have Trico between the Yoshi or Thor. Probably rather have Trico, just to be honest, because I have boost in this. And I don't have any boost in my Thor. Like, my Thor is running naked here. But, like, that is a long way. Now, let's see, how many fuses? I have 12 fuses. That's 240. If I got this up to 600 as well, it'd be 240. We'll say 250, just because it's a nice round number. So it'd be 5 more fuses. That would put me at 200 and something. So again, not even close. And honestly, I know people love Quetzalrian. I have no boost in it. I don't know that it would help me in that particular situation. So that is my dilemma. That is what I'm looking at. And I don't know the answer. So anyway. What I really want to do, and it's dumb. Like, I'm just telling you, it's dumb. I really... Is the event for Titanoboa Epic? Yeah, it is over and done, Stormy. I really just want to start cranking up Erlico Gamma, and I don't know why. Like, I just... No idea why. Just because it looks cool. Which is no good reason to fuse up a dino. People are still using Dracorex. No, Turbo Goji. Dracorex is great. Control this weekend. Okay. But even still, like, even with Control this weekend, I only have 7 fuses. I get 8. We'll call it 8 fuses, which isn't going to get me close enough to... I'd have to have unbelievably great fuses to get Trico up past, like, 300 out of 400. And then who knows how long it's going to be before I see Kintro again. That's my dilemma. I have 2... Do I have 2 speed boosts? I feel like I have 2 speed boosts ready to go. No. Wait, what happened to all my boosts? You guys see that up there? Like, what happened to all of my boosts? Default. Go here. Don't actually want to. Okay, so I have 140 of those, and then for speed, 178. But if I really, really wanted to, and I don't really, really want to, I could just go down here and buy 50 speed boost. Then I have 2. I'm not going to do that. There we go. That is the current state of affairs. And this is a squad I'm going to roll with. I kind of want to. My concern here, and I kind of want to put it in Gamma. I really do. My concern here is I don't really have beefy. Like, I have Trico, which is kind of beefy. Smile, Nimmies, which is kind of beefy. But everything else is pretty frail. I guess that's not true. Saya has 6,200, so I guess I have enough. I kind of... Drop that. Drop what? Drop what, metal? Speed tower. Yeah, I already did the speed tower. Magic, we got that. That thing was right here for me. Nice and easy. Easy little takedown. Easy, easy. Go ahead and spin all these things real quick while I'm sitting here. Djangosaurus is out today, which is also nice. And Procera, you are working on your Yoshi. Procera, 30 attempts from Procera. And you should be able to probably, if you're level 20, you should be able to go 200 per attempt on average. That's like, what, 6,000 Yoshi components? And that thing never spawns. Hey, welcome from Denmark. AKA Chicano. Chicano? Why am I not using maximum? I don't know. Because it's level 24. And I guess it doesn't answer why am I using Indominus Rex Gen 2 at 22. I like to do things a little different. Which is why my team is always in a constant rotating state. I mean, I could definitely try to switch things up a little bit. I could. What would I do? Like, I still have delusions of running Spinonics, even though it's not great. If I could get this thing up levels, like here's where it would be good. Because it can't be decelerated. So if it's not decelerated, I could speed this thing up to 140, which is a lot of resources. And then beef up its attack. I mean, it has 2 rampages and a bleed. Yeah, 200 is pretty decent. Like, and it has the definite rampage, so it's going to go through cloak, dodge, and shields. You just got to be faster. And you have to add a lot of attack. Oh, okay. Nice, nice. And I don't have, like, I have, how many fusions? 17. But that's not even gonna give me anywhere near level 26. So we'll skip that one as well. I could do max. I don't know where I would, like, what, besides the obvious answer of take out my Indominus Rex Gen 2, where would I put my max? I don't know. It seems kind of boring. But I could just go with the same old, same old. All right, well, let's get in here and we'll keep working on the team. Keep accruing some coins. Some boosts. Definitely need those. Digimoloch Gen 2. And all my irritator was gone. Let's jump in here. Let's see what we get mixed up against. The crazy thing is that when I'm in the library, like this part of the library, I typically face more difficult teams than I do when I go up to the depot, like those early stages of the depot. So, kind of crazy how that works out. Typically face better teams. Not always, but typically. 136. Gonna do 3,000 damage, which means it's definitely gonna go with Rampage here. So I'm gonna just take my, and this is all I use Thor. When Thor's on my team, this is all I use it for. Is to come in. I hope I get a decent matchup. I hope they lead with I hope they lead with Maxima, and then I'm good. If they don't lead with Maxima, not so much. I'm really thinking about putting, I have 20 out of 24 boosts into my Nimmies. I'm thinking about putting damage, another damage one in there. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop this. This is into Thyla. Like, I could not ask for a better matchup for Nimmies to swap out into Thyla in this situation against a Trico. This is just pure perfection. They're going to come in and do Rampage. I don't really want to eat a straight Rampage. 37, 38. I'm going to attempt to dodge this. Attempting be the operative word there. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people will just go straight render, which does a truckload of damage, as you see. But I typically will drop down the bleed here, just in case they try to go with the instant distraction. So if they go instant distraction, then the bleed is going to take out a lot of HP, and then it saves my rendering for the next turn. Then my rendering is set up so if they swap out, oh no. Oh no. I still think I survive, but, and they definitely don't survive. 30. Not the best. I cannot come up. Ooh. I think I'm good here, because I'm actually just going to swap out. And this is bad. Like swapping into Trico, if you weren't in yesterday's stream. What's going on, Rebecca? If you weren't in yesterday's stream, swapping into Trico is not good. Because what's going to end up happening is I'm always going to be chasing to do damage. So right here, if I do nothing, I'll do no damage on my turn. So what I'm going to do is, I know this move does nothing, but it's going to clear so that on my counterattack, I can do damage. If you weren't in yesterday's stream, make sure you look in the description. There's a link for 50 hard cash. It can only be used once a week. So if you've already claimed it, it won't be useful to you the next time, this time. But for people who weren't here yesterday, make sure you claim that. So I'm going to swap in here because I'm anticipating a rampage to try to knock out my my Trico. Didn't happen, but that's okay. And then what I'm going to do is, this is where I love Nimmies. This is, if it doesn't work out, I'm going to look foolish, but this is my favorite thing about Nimmies. So he's going to do Cautious Strike. Yay. I don't know if I'm going to do enough damage here. 24 is perfect. Hey, what's up, Giggity? And then, because I can hit through this, it's going to be GG. Boom. Uh-oh. We're filling up on a 8-hour incubators here. It's not good. Let's go ahead and just speed this guy up and pop it open. Maxima or Quetzalrian, those two are amazing. See, Delta, I'm not as big a fan of Quetzal as everybody else is. I don't know. It just doesn't do a lot for me. It has its matchups where it's really good, but a lot of matchups where it just, because I don't have any boosts. So where Quetzal really shines is when, like a lot of things, you pump a lot of boosts into it. So if you do a lot of speed and a lot of damage, then it's really good, yeah. But a lot of things. I could say that about half the figures in this game. If you put a lot of speed and you put a lot of damage into them, they're going to be really good. In this particular situation, I think I have a lot of speed. I think I'm actually just going to open with mags. Open with mags here. So we're going to go distraction. Wow. And then defense shattering should, oh, he did deliberate prowl. Interesting. So then the question is, do I go there or do I go there? I don't want to, like, he has an increased chance of critting. I think I just wiped that away. Giggity, oh, tell me what that is. Is it a game or is it on stream that somebody else is building? I talked to Rico about it a little bit. I wasn't exactly sure what it was that I was. It's on stream, right? Oh, he's gonna knock me out. Well, I guess by more than 5. I was gonna say he's gonna knock me out by 5, but that's not true. He's gonna knock me out by more than. Oh, yeah, he's gonna knock me out by 5. You don't think it's fan made? Oh, interesting. God, that sucks. How am I 42 short? Maybe Giggity. I'll have to check it out. But it's on stream, right? Interesting. Yeah, I saw Rico did some kind of a video, right? He did some kind of video on somebody did the story behind, right? I'll have to check it out. See what's going on. So now the question is, does he go cloak? Guess it doesn't matter. Even if he cloaks. Comes out in March. Okay, well that's only, what, 10 days away? Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out, Giggity. Because I think you can stream that, right? I can stream Steam from my computer. Maybe. I don't know. I have to figure that out. All right. So here we go. We do. Let's see. Kind of want to go here. Cool. Yeah, Giggity. I'll check that out. End of March. I'll be interested to see how that works out. I actually wish just another company would take over. Thanks, Giggity. Have a good one, man. I wonder if they're going to do Mutual Fury. Possibly. Possible. Nope. Rampage. I think works out for me. We'll just go here. Oh, Nimmies. How can Max even fit in there? So here's the crazy thing. I was when I went to Ludia, they were telling me when they build arenas, they have to build them. Ooh, 24. So as long as he doesn't crit, we're good. They were telling me that everything they build, like sanctuaries and arenas, all have to be able to hold Bracky. Because I guess Bracky's the longest neck of them all. And so they have to keep that in mind. So if it holds Bracky, then it holds Max. There you go. That's how it does it. See if anything good has spawned. Oh, there's another Chijengo over there. Kind of GPS drift a little bit. Not close enough. I know I have 30 attempts, but I don't want to waste it from 112. Not that far away. I can go grab those later. All right, let's jump back into some more battles here. How are we liking this team? I mean, it's 2-0. 2-0, so that's good, right? I mean, you can't do better than 2-0. All right, let's speed this guy up. Burning through all my hard cash. Why are you hoarding inks? Why? Wait, what incubators am I hoarding? What are you talking about, Rebecca? Not hoarding anything. Let's see, we can just go there, activate that. I don't know what Rebecca's talking about. What incubators am I? Yes, my Thyla. It's really good. It does amazingly well. Well, yeah, Rebecca, because I burn the 8-hour incubators while I'm sleeping, and I only sleep once per day for 8 hours. What do you do with them? Crack them open for 80? All right, here we go. Wow. I'm just gonna just keep on doing what I'm doing. A lot of times, I don't know if this has ever been discussed. Game Press, here's Rebecca, here's a story for you. And it has to deal with your setup. So in this particular situation, so in this particular situation, I have a really good combo of 2 hit and runs into Thyla. So I could, in theory, open, like it could have been beneficial to open with my EDOM, because then what that would have set up is when it got knocked out, it would set up the Nimmies into Thyla. So basically what I would be doing is setting up for later in the match, having a really good, lot of damage, rampage into something that reduces your opponent's damage. And a lot of times I look at how my deck is stacked up there. And this time I just went with Thor just because I wasn't putting a whole lot of thought into it. But when I'm playing, I'm actually playing and not just kind of sitting around doing nothing. You know, not that you guys are nothing, but I will look at those and I'll say, okay, what can I do? Do I have an open that maybe I normally wouldn't open with, but it's going to be better end game to set up something later? I hope that makes sense. Hey, what's going on, Fantasy? Yes, Rebecca. Because, oh no, I got crushed. Yeah, Rebecca, I always speed open my... Which I kind of just want to do that. That should get the KO, right? I always speed open, not always. A lot of times, since I don't buy boost, I will just speed up my 3-hour and 15-minute incubators, which creates a surplus of 8-hour incubators. I think his poor EDOM is done no matter what. He's gonna cloak and watch this. 2552, I think. 25, 2557. Really didn't work out too well for him. And he has an endo. Ooh, Thor. This is not the worst case situation. What are we looking at here? 23. So I'll just do this. But Rebecca, did that make sense, or do I need to go over there's that. Now I'm slower, and that's going to present a bit of a problem here. I think, ooh, how much is this rampage? I think we just go bleed and play for the draw. Oh no, we got crushed. Yeah. But here, let me look at here. I'm gonna battle again, and let me go over, because I'll have more time at the beginning of this battle. So I'll go over about how setting up your team for later when you look at your little deck. Okay. So I don't really have any great... I mean, the only real great swap that I would have would be, well, the only real swap would be EDOM into Max. So in this particular situation, I would run Thor to clear that out because I don't ever want to bring Thor in late. Like, I don't want to bring it halfway through a match. It needs to be something that cleans up and gets started. I might just get one shot there. Holy cow. I don't know that I really have anything to take out this Thor. The difference between dodge and evasive is I don't know. There's a dodge. I think dodge technically dodges 100% of damage. Like, you can have swap in dodge, and you're going to dodge 100% of damage for one turn. And evasive stance is 66% to dodge 75% or something like that. Is that right? Ah, perfect. This is why I don't like Edom. Or this is why I don't like Orion. Of course, he doesn't have any boost in it. But if he's going to keep sidestepping, we're just going to keep keeping the speed advantage over him. And he's within being one shot, so just have to keep going with it. You can keep sidestepping. What's going on, Basil? I don't know why. I guess they're just gonna sacrifice their Quetzal here. But that's why I don't like that's my problem with Quetzal, is if you're not super fast and other people can take the speed lead on you, it's hard for you to ever get that speed lead back. So let's see. This is evasive stance. We'll look at it. 75% to dodge 66% of damage for 3 turns. Dodge is only 1 turn as well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Samuel. That's dumb. I think he was just waiting for me to not speed up so he could use his rampage, is what I think he was doing. So don't quote me on that. Nullifying strike. I should survive. And then my my definite strike is going to take out Yoshi here. Not often you see a level 30 with just, what, 1 speed boost and no other boosts into it. I think I lose this no matter what. And I think Rebecca, does Jiminy knock out Mags? I don't think Mags can beat Jiminy on even levels. And I'm pretty sure mine's not considered quote unquote even levels. We're gonna go here. I just don't know that I do 5,300 damage. What does he have? 1.5 times attack. Oh, we're good. We're good. Whew. I don't see too many Jiminy's. Beam me up, Scotty. So what are we? Are we 3-0? Times 2 times 1.5. Ooh, so close. Well, yours is probably high level. Your Jiminy is probably pretty high level, Rebecca. Everything you run is high level. Wait, there's lag? Sorry about the lag, guys. Let me look. Sorry about that. I didn't even notice it was lagging. The difference between dodge and evasive stance. So Yoshi has evasive stance. 75% chance to dodge 66% of direct damage for 3 turns. So Rebecca, we were talking about this yesterday. Oh, there's the lag right there. We were talking about this yesterday. When Jurassic World puts anything out, they call it mini, right? So if it was Gemini, I would not see this right here and say mini. I'd say mini, right? Which is why I call it Gemini. I need to find somebody at Ludia to put an end to this. Because I used to say Gemini. Like Gemini, the astrological sign, the twins. And yeah. So we need to put an end to this debate. In fact, why don't we do this? Why don't we head over to Twitter? Let's head over to Twitter. Let's do this. Yo, at Jurassic World Alive, we have a question. Is it... Oh, hold on. Gotta go see how to really spell this thing. Where is it? Gemini Titan. Is Gemini Titan UNC pronounced Gemini, right? Gemini, or Jim, how would I do it? Gemini. That's Ga, though. That's not Ja. J-U-H. We'll go with that. This is riveting live, right? All right. And then we'll do asking for the community. We'll let people weigh in here. Jurassic World Alive. And I understand that this is a riveting live streaming here, but Gemini Titan, pronounced Gemini or Gemini. We'll go like that. We'll see what they get back to us with. If someone can keep an eye on the Twitter feed, if someone can keep an eye on the Twitter feed and let me know when they answer that, that would be great. All right, so now let's get back. We were looking at dodge. Who has dodge? Like Ornithormimus does not have a dodge. Who even has dodge? Martin, I am not the leader of my alliance. I'm a part of somebody else's alliance. And yes, there are openings. If you go to Game Press Discord, I think you can tag Ethan or something. Let's see. Let me go to invite people. Copy this one. All right. So if you want to go here, and then you can tag 917 6. What is cancel? Let's see. 9. There. 916 T-Rex. Gemini. See, that's what I did too. All right. So if you want, you can go. If you want to get into the Alliance, I don't have control of that, so I can just send you where to go. There are a couple spots open. We have 45. So there's the Discord. Go in there and then you tag, which is the @ symbol 916 T-Rex, and ask him what you have to do to get in, because I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. All right, so back to who has dodge? Pelican. Okay. I know where that guy is. That guy is way down here. He has a straight dodge. Yeah, it's just swap and dodge, which is 100%. Does anybody have dodge that's not a swap in? Because the only ones I know of off the top of my head are swap and dodge. What's my opinion of spikes? Or Lico spikes? I think it was good for a hot second. This Lico spikes here. So here's what I said in yesterday's video. If you have enough boosts and enough levels, and you build your team around a figure, I think any figure can be viable. So, like, if you want to build around a really fast that can do really high damage but doesn't have a lot of health, you have to know how to play that figure. So if I have really high health, or if I have really low health but does a lot of damage and does high speed, I'm going to want to build a team around that, so that I'm going to want like counter attackers, I think, or pinners, people with the no escape, because what I'm going to want is I'm going to want to drop a bleed and then like switch to, say, Gripelith, but they're stuck and they can't get out of the bleed. I'm going to do a lot of damage on the attack, and then get out of there, swap into something that has a counter attack, plus it's going to hold it in. Or I'm going to switch to a Trico, which can absorb a pretty big impact, a pretty big hit, but is also going to dish out a counter attack with it. So I think if you like spikes, use it, but you've got to build your team around your playstyle. Like, for example, Dad Jokes over at Game Press. Like, he loves Sticky Derricks. So he has his entire team built around Sticky Derricks, and he has boosted this thing up incredibly. It's level 30, and I don't know what his boosts are, but I think he's put a ton of health into it and some speed, maybe. You don't really need to do any damage, because the moves out of this are going to be mostly bleed damage, so you aren't going to get a whole lot of attack damage out of it, so you don't need to put that into it, but you do need the health to survive, and then you need the speed, so that you're going first. All right, Sherry, thank you for stopping by. Whoa, the upcoming tournament. Yeah, we can do that. We can talk about that here in a second. So does that answer your question on if I think spikes is good or not? I think anything can be good if you build your team to fit your play style. How's that for a non-answer answer? Why is Dio Raja good? Well, what I like about Dio Raja is I like counterattackers, first and foremost. I think the best thing about it is the fact that its counterattack goes through cloak and evasive abilities. I think that plays out pretty useful in a meta where, like, everybody's running Indo Gen 2, a lot of people are running Ladom, which has a cloak. I think it comes in handy in both those situations. A lot of people were using Endo as well. Again, they have the evasive stance. I think that's why it's good. It's also got some speed control. You know, the superiority strike, the instant distraction, instant invincibility, the ferocious strike to beef up your attack. I think it can be a very useful part of a well-rounded team. Hello, Super Gator. Yeah, Raptor. So if that's what you want to do around spikes, going back to Erlico spikes real quick. Yeah. So if you think about the people that just completely overboost their Thor Dolosaur, right? If you do that same thing to any dino, if you're on yesterday's stream, you saw somebody did that to Gorgosuchus, I think is which one it was. Which one was it? Gorgosuchus? This one right here. And it was really tough to stop. But they built their team around this figure. Their team was pretty good all the way around. But like this had 156 speed, 2,000 damage, or 1,800 damage or something. And once it got started, it was hard to stop. And then once it got in a position where it was going to get knocked out on a counterattack or something, they swapped out into something else, which just did a little bit of damage, but that's all they needed to do, because then they brought back a 156 speed, which obviously I don't have anything anywhere near there. And they took the speed control, and it was an easy victory for them. Got completely wrecked by it. So if you really like spikes, if you really like Sticky Derricks, and you have the boost, and you're willing to put in the investment and build your team around it, I think any figure can be good from that standpoint. Anything Raja base hasn't crossed my mind in ages. Yeah. So Fantasy Stats thinks that there are other better counterattackers, and there may be. Gorgo 150. Yep. So remind me, what is the tournament? It is everything level 26. It's legendaries. Let's look at rarity. It's legendaries, rares, and epics. Is that right? I think that's right. I think primarily it's going to be a legendaries tournament. Everything's going to be level 26, no boosts, but you will get boosts for your prizes. And the prizes don't really get all that great until like top 250. And I think you get like 200, 200, 100. 200 health, 200 attack, and 100 speed. I think for top 200. I think is where we're looking on those. Honestly, I think you're going to see some Draco. I think that's going to be good. Triostronics, I think is good. Why is the dog barking? Sorry. Alloraptor is probably going to be good. Bo is probably going to be. I think there's a lot of really good options. If people aren't using Draco, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of Monostego just for the swap in knockouts. Allosino is going to be really good, just because that's a lot of damage. Ardentosaurus is probably going to be pretty good. Mammotherium, be prepared to see a lot of Mammos. Be prepared to see a lot of Pumbas. I was looking at the Lafaboa. I don't know what it does well, so I'm probably going to skip that. I don't know what it does well. Yoshi, you'll probably see some Indominus Rex Gen 2, I think could be viable. Some Sarcorixes, probably pretty viable for the No Escape. Might see some turtles. Maybe not though, because there's probably a lot of things that can just straight damage through the turtle. But yeah. I think those are going to be the main things out of all of this. Titanoboa might not actually be bad if everything's going to be level 26. Allosaurus Gen 2. A lot of attack coming at you at level 26. I don't know. I'll probably do a live stream on Friday. just kind of going through some different team options, looking at things and seeing what is good and what is not. So yeah, so that's my initial thoughts on this weekend tournament. I haven't looked too closely at it. I don't know exactly for sure. But let's jump into some more battles. What do we say? What do we say? We're on a win streak here. Is it 3? Is it 4? I think we're undefeated. But I feel like we lost one. I feel like we lost something in there. I don't remember. All right, so if I'm looking at my team, I have a really nice swap from Edom into Trico. I would probably start with Thor anyways, but in this situation, definitely going to start with Thor over Mags because it opens up a nice little switch there. This is a terrible matchup for me. Level 28, 145 speed. That's going to be ugly. Okay, we got some damage in there. The good news is that I'm forcing their instant charge out. And I'm faster with my mags. So I'm going to go this route. They might swap out. They might be protecting their Utisino here. Nope. Kind of thought that they would try to protect it. D-cell did not work. I'm just going to go... I was thinking about going Rampage. I really was. That is a lot of HP right here. Holy smokes. A lot of HP. 42. I think I saw a screenshot of one that had 5,100 HP. I didn't even know that was possible. And it wasn't even gold. I'm going to have to deal with this thing all game. And my guess is that they're just going to swap back in to Sino. Oh. How much HP? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're going to swap back in, right? That's the general consensus here. They're going to swap into... yeah. And now we're going to get them on the counter attack. I think I do enough damage here. Yeah. That always feels good when you take out their Draco. I need to boost my Mag's attack, probably. Wow. I'm gonna get hit pretty hard right here. But that's nice. That's nice right there. I think I just go for this, right? Whittle him down just a little bit more. Oh, block that rampage. Crit. Crit. Nice. Nice. I do applaud them, though. Like, that's a really high level. And then... we'll go here. I might get knocked out here anyways. Oh, no. That's going to be a GG right there. Wow. That's a pretty good win. A pretty good win right there. Not going to lie. I'm happy with that. Crack this thing open. That was a good one. Look at all that Quetzal. Crap, I don't want to get into this. I'm starting a game in case I have to focus, but I went for my morning walk and I'm looking for turtles, right? So I'm using an epic scent. on my walk. And I get outside the house and a spawn comes up, like my second spawn. My first spawn was, I don't even know what. But my second spawn comes up and it's Quetzalryan and Euplocephalus or whatever that is, right? So I get into a dead zone in the neighborhood. I'm like, crap. I get knocked out here. That's actually, I don't have to get knocked out here though. So it's Quetzalryan and then a common. It doesn't matter what. But the common was a global common. I think that part does matter. But Quetzalryan, since I live in an L2, was a local 2. And I got to a spot where the internet froze. The Wi-Fi, the cellular coverage froze, right? And so I had to restart my game. Well, when I did, the common, that was a global common, was still there. But the Quetzalryan, which I actually wanted, I was excited. I was like, good, I need Q. I had re-rolled into an epic Kula, which is a global. So I don't know if that's a known glitch, but I don't know if you can exploit it, but it seems like if you have a local, should I just try this? If you are using Ascent and you get a local, if your game disconnects, I think you get a reroll whenever you log back in, and it'll give you something better. I'm just gonna take the L here. 18 is a lot of damage. That's 36, almost 37. So as long as they don't crit, I'm gonna survive. And I know distracting doesn't do anything, but I wanted to leave the option to nullify open. Oh, good, no crit. So say I wanted to leave the option to do the nullification right here in case they want to do their evasive stance. So that's why I did the distraction. Oh, I'm gonna get knocked out here. And I could have just gone rampage. It probably would have hit through his evasive even if he did. But I'm in a bit of trouble. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna drop bleed down. Because he just swapped in. He has his instant distraction or defense shattering strike are his only options here. I'm gonna put the bleed down. And that's gonna put him on a clock. Because then on the next turn, should be a next turn. On my next turn, I'm going to go for the dodge. And that's going to knock him out and set up my rendering. As long as I don't get KO'd. Yo, Russia, okay. Which is fine here. We go cleanse. I'm gonna go rendering. Hey Darka, thank you. You've been losing for 2 days in a row. Oh. Endogen 2 and Edom will do that for sure. Now what I would like to do here, I don't know if I have enough HP left though. Because what I want to do is drop the bleed. I don't have enough HP, but I don't know that swapping in max would have survived anyways. Wait a second. That was a bad play right there by my opponent. So now we're definitely just swapping into max because max can survive this. Do null and then rampage. I think it all worked out though. You have a... Oh, you... Yeah, that happens, Darka. I was at 5,600 yesterday, and I started this video at 53 and change. It definitely happens. Maxima came in and did well there. Came in and did well. Perfect. Wait. Oh no. I thought that won. Oh no, what do they have left though? Trico that's almost done. Gonna survive a strike? No, 8. Oh no, what? How much health did I have left there? How much health did I have? Because that was really close. And I thought I'd gotten the W. I didn't realize I still had to knock out one more figure. I can't see on my screen how close that was. That's a bummer. Okay, so if I'm looking at my team here, I really like both Smiley into Thyla and Edom into Thyla. So I'm going to start with Smiley here. Oh, you haven't heard? Oh, yeah. Because you have to, let's see. Because you have to win in order to get your, Sometimes it's like that, man. Sometimes you do 10 battles because you win one at a time. Oh, what are we going to get hit with? 32. That's going to knock me out. Yikes. Not happy with that. Stone, what is that? Bro, what is that lineup? Oh, you don't like it? I think we're just going to go this route. This may be a little too much speed, not enough bulk here. Well, thank you. Is it Malik? I'm definitely not the best, but thank you. If you haven't checked out Game Press's article today on Mutual Fury, check it out. Because I just went Mutual Fury there. And it's gonna allow me to knock out this Mags and still have one more extra hit up my sleeve. One more extra little hit. Someone was asking about Dio earlier. This is a situation where I really like Dio. I don't like the fact that I'm facing it right now, but I like the fact that's going to be able to hit through boom and superiority strike for the lead. Not really much I can do about that. Could bring in Thyla. That is a definite option here. I think that's where we're going to go. 5,200 seems to be my wall. I get there, then drop. Yeah, it happens. Everybody's kind of got their ceilings until your team gets a little bit better. It happens. What is this? So if I do this, Trico, Monolometrodon, Monostego, Indo, Thor, Indo Gen 2, Thyla, Protaurus. How's Protaurus doing for you? A lot of people were excited about the no escape on Protaurus. I just don't know how that actually plays out. Oh, Erladom. That's a bummer. I should have gone. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble here because I can't survive anything from his Edom. It was already faster than everything I had. So we're gonna... Not too bad against Indo Gen 2. Does its counter hit through? Does it hit through evasive? Ugh. Speaking of hitting through, that was bad. That was bad for a needs attack. So you put boost into the attack. Is that? I haven't even looked at that in so long. This Carno is so good. Oh, Gripelith. Yeah. Yep. Gripelith. Oh, so what are we looking at? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get out of here. Look at that. 2205. I think Tarkus is good against everything that's not a tyrant. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this Edom. Like, that thing's gonna cause me problems all game long. That thing is gonna cause me issues the entirety of this game. This match. 2200 attack. And here's the thing, like, he can bring it back in. Oh, he went with... What? Ugh. This was a misplay. I think I maybe should have brought in Indogen 2 so I could speed it up to have any prayer against that Edom. Do we know if they match you based on your highest dino still, or solely match up trophy count? Oh, nice. 80. That's a solid fuse. Oh, here's somebody that spikes. I don't know how they do. I don't know how they do the matchups. I think it's like it's on a point system. They just kind of say, okay, here's how many points your particular team has allocated, and so whatever their algorithm is for figuring that out is based off of like dino level, boost, things like that. But I don't know. Do I have Dilophoboa? I do have Dilophoboa. I don't feel like my opponent used that amazing Edom effectively. They should have brought it in, rampage, then strike and run and get out. And then whenever I knocked out whatever came in, bring it back in to do the massive damage and then run out. Or even brought it in, done the speed up to get the KO, and then done the rampage and then the run. Because I had nothing that could be faster than that. So I think they really didn't utilize their figure well. Someone was asking about Dilophoboa. Dude, it's right here. It could be level 18. Could be. The last 3 arenas are free for all? Oh, okay. You know what? Fantasy, something that I do, and a lot of times, like, a lot of the reason why typically I'll run like a level 20 here or something is it helps with matchmaking. So I will go through and like, I'll take Edom out and I'll take Max out, or I'll leave Max in, but I'll take like Thor out. In fact, I could. Let's see. Let's see if that changes my matchmaking at all. This is probably going to get just absolutely destroyed here, but we'll do that. And then we're going to take out you. So basically, I'm swapping speed for speed and chomper for chomper here. But I've lowered the overall like average team level and boosts for my team by doing this significantly. Let's see if that makes a difference in my matchmaking. How do you get Indoraptor DNA so quickly? Andrew, for Indoraptor is actually one of the easier. That's not what we wanted. It's one of the easier uniques to get. Velociraptor it's all over the place at night. So that's just play from dusk till dawn, anywhere in there. And then for Indominus Rex, again, Velociraptor, and then using T-Rex, which is a global epic spawn. They just have to be out and about. And that's going to be the quickest way to fuse up Indoraptor. All right, so let's see what changes with my matchmaking here. I went from a 28 down to a 20, no boost from decent amount of boosts. How many do we have? 9. We have 9 boosts total. Yeah, 9 boosts total. So I took 8 levels and 9 boosts off my team, and then I took 5 levels, no boosts off my team. Let's see what happens as far as the matchmaking goes. Maybe the same, maybe different. I didn't really want them both at the same time. Oh, I think we just start with Max here. How much? 155,000? That's so much Velociraptor. What are you doing with your Velociraptor? After Indo? Thor is, I mean, for all of its shortcomings, Thor is actually a really easy to make unique. So if you're just looking to create uniques, I would go that route. Other than that, it kind of depends on where do you live? Do you live in a local 2? Do you live in a local 3? That's what I would be basing all this off of. That's awesome. Cool. See if I can get this definite rampage off here. I'm trying to think what are the uniques. If you live in a local 2, like Uterinax is really easy to create. Oh, that's gonna be so tough. How do I take out this Thor? 20 27. Did we see that? Did you guys see that 2700 attack here? Gosh. The next best way to get very well could be on if they do like they did last year for St. Patrick's Day. They had uniques on the ground that you could get, so there's always that option as well. God, this is such an ugly Thor. But I'm gonna be able to bring in Gamma. Oh man. Wait, instant charge was loaded up again? That was ugly. 2700 Thor. Ugh. Don't like seeing those. All right, this is a little better. I think we can live with this. We're gonna open with Smile and Ninnies. So that Thor was the strongest Thor we've seen so far. So I don't know that matchmaking was was impacted all that much here. All right, so we got to do 13. Gonna be distracted. What's he gonna? He's gonna rampage, right? 3,000. Yikes! That's not good. Oh, and the crit. So he's gonna do that. We're gonna give Gamma a chance to come in here and do absolutely nothing. We're gonna go speed up. Oh my gosh. That's why I don't run Gamma. A Majunga Super Hybrid. 250. Can you go over 250? Like this Mags should not have just decimated my team like that. Is 250 the max? Like that's not even that great of a Magna. Can't believe it just decimated my my poor Nimmies. Sounds like people are trying to break in. Oh, Irritator. Wait, why did they just do that? Did they think I was going to swap? Okay. Maybe I'll swap. Oh, okay. So you can go over. Half a mil. It's crazy talk. Nobody likes stat boost. 500. Oh my god. So if anything, I would say lowering lowering my team has been worse for matchmaking. A 147 Yoshi with 500 HP, that is crazy talk. I don't even know what they're doing at this point. Like they're just screwing around. Like I assume they know that they've already won this, so here, I'm just gonna swap out to make sure I lose. Because they just keep doing I don't even know what they're doing. But as you see, Gamma at level 20 cannot hang. Not hang at all. I don't know. What if I level it up twice? Like, how much health does that give me? If it doesn't give me enough health to really even make it worth it, then there's no point. But, let's see. Gamma. Search. 22. Gives me 22, so 221 points. It takes its damage over 1,000. Why did I change my team? I always change my team. Actually, we were testing something out. We were seeing if by dropping 9 boosts and 8 tiers or 8 levels, and by dropping 5 levels, if my matchmaking got better, if I got easier matches. But I would definitely say that was not the case in the 2 battles we faced, because we faced a ginormous Thor and a stupid Yoshi. Like 5k HP, 2100 damage, 147 speed. That's a crazy strong. It's a crazy strong. Let's open. And it set me up. Poor Gamma. Gamma set me up and just got one shot. Go here. Ah. The Indoraptor's good. Who said it wasn't? The Indoraptor to me is like for me, if for Indoraptor is like the best utility. Like it's not the biggest tank, it's not the hardest hitter, it's not the fastest, but it's better than average in all of those. And for that, I think it's probably not going to win you. I mean, without a ton of boost dumped into it. There's some really good ones with a lot of boost in it, but it's probably not going to outright win you a match, but it's definitely not going to lose you a match. So if you're in there like 1-1, you know, like, I don't really want to go down 2-1. I think Indoraptor is a really good option to bring in at that 1-1, or if you're down 1-0 to get the revenge kill and then hold so that you take the 2-1 lead or something. I think Indo's really good there. Well, no, I'm not dropping on purpose. Good grief. I'm just gonna take my beating here. I was testing something out. How much damage is that? I'm just gonna take my... I think Indoraptor's better longer, but that's just my personal opinion. I mean, if you look at the higher levels, I don't think any of them are really running Earlodom anymore. None of them are running Indo either, but I think my luck has turned. I'm starting to get crit on. Oh, good. That was nice. Happy to get rid of that. So now I have... Open World wants me to cloak. What do we got here? So 22. Oops. Oops. I guess I did not have enough to survive that. Open World is like, cloak! I don't have my... If you keep seeing me pick my lip here, I don't have my chapstick in here today. Oh, I lied. I have my chapstick in here. My God, my lips are so dry right now. There. Now we're good. Now we're good. See if I get back to winning. And taking a few L's here. We're going to use mags first. Oh, it's all about having fun. Like, if you're not having fun, then why are you playing a game, right? Instead of taking 8K, you'd have taken... Yeah. I think that still would have knocked me out, right? My spikes, my EDOM does not have any extra health involved in it. That's true. Gariel? Mr. Gariel? That's true. Whoa, okay. Mauricio, tell me why. I'm interested here. Is there a reason why you want Nimmies and Spinoconstrictor? Is there some synergy between the two? No, I don't. I think I was missing some open world. I think I was missing a little bit of health there. Right? Like it's a game. That's why I'm all for. I know people get really mad. There's someone in our alliance, and I'm not gonna call them out per se. They get so mad when they lose to like off-brand dinos. I guess there's someone up in the shores, I think, or the depot. I think their name is Dan. They have a level 30 Ophia Codon that just has just mad amounts of boosts into it. And this person in our alliance gets so mad when they lose to them. And I'm just like, why? Like, I actually applaud when I see randos. Like yesterday when Gorgosuchus came out, I was like, bravo, man, that thing's a beast. And it's better than playing the same things over and over. And it's a game, right? So at the end of the day, play it the way that you think it's the most fun. So if you have a favorite figure, you could just go straight up in KO. So like if you have your favorite figure, right? I don't know, say Sticky Derek's, then build your team around Sticky Derek's. What it does well. Build your team around that. If you like Indo, build your team around that. I have no problems with people building teams and using off non-meta, non-normal dinos if it's their favorite dino. I would actually rather lose to that than beat a team of the same old every single time. He's gonna go definitely he's gonna go for instant. As the tier list changed. Selena, they just released one. As long as he doesn't crit, I think I survive. Barely. And then I'm going to get the knockout here. The winner chicken dinner. I didn't realize that was... Wow. 38. Yo. Okay. Yeah, I think that's one of those weird matchups. There's some of these figures in here, and I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but there's some of these figures in here that have really weird counters. Like you'd be like, wait, really? That beats that? And I don't know what they are, but I remember I was like way back when this game first came out, and they had the pterosaurs. They brought in the flyers. At even levels, the crazy thing was Pteranodon, which I can't even find, actually beat Indoraptor on even levels. Now, it didn't really matter because no one had their Pteranodon that high a level. But it is really weird when you look at some of these matchups and how some of them actually, like everything has what it's good against. Relico Gamma wins 100% of the time against Magnapyritor. Go figure. I never would have guessed that. But if you play it properly, with Gamma, even levels, obviously, Gamma beats Mags, and Mags is arguably one of the best figures in the game. So, Delta is really good. Delta was so good back in the day. And then the reason why, so I was leveling up my Delta. The reason why I stopped is because this little guy came in. And when it first came in, you couldn't run a Raptor because it was too low health. If you brought out your Delta to start a match, which I used to do, Dracoceratops would come in and one-shot it before I ever got an attack off. So that meant that Delta, I stopped leveling it up, and now it makes Alloraptor, so I'll probably go down this road a little bit more. I'd like to get that up. I spent all my coins. This was my last thing. Last weekend for Valentine's. I spent all my coins unlocking this and making it level 20. I have no idea if it's any good. A lot of people like it. But I'm tempted. I want to do my gamma. I want to level up gamma because I want to run it. Everybody on here would just be like, no. The reason why I don't, and here's the reason, the big thing that is keeping me from doing that is if I look at my team, like I already have Yoshi, which is a fast dino with no health at level 27. I have Edom, which is a fast dino with no health. I have Mags, which my Mags doesn't have a lot of health. It's a fast dino without a lot of health. Endogen 2 is a fast dino with medium health. So I already have a lot of fast dinos without a lot of health. So I'm kind of like, do I just want to make another? Do I make another one of those? Miragaia, yeah. Miragaia is really good at lower levels for sure. Do I have no? I can go to 14, but I can't get to 15. I've even seen some people that run Miragaia with mad boosts in it. Crazy, but hey, I like it. If people will use them, why not? See, if I could drop down and just use like level 24 figures, 24, 23, 24, and 25s, I have a really good team that I like would use down here. I think it would be fun. But if I bring those into the current arena, I'll just get smacked around. The reason why Yoshi's not on my team, like I said, because I already have, like my Yoshi it has no boosts in it. So I already have Edom, which is fast, no health. And Yoshi's good, but like Mags, already fast with no health. Smiley's is fast but has health because of the shields. So I don't know. I don't want my team to become too one-dimensional. If I bring in Yoshi, that means that I'm going to have to take out probably Thor. But Thor is my biggest chomper. Like it's kind of the only thing that I really have that goes through shields. So that's why I'm not using Yoshi at the moment. Oh yeah, I remember. For those of you who haven't been playing since day one or month one, back in the day, it was completely the Velociraptor meta. It was crazy. Like this little thing, it's gone through several nerfs. So its HP is really low now. And I think its attack has even come down. But it used to be basically you would open with Raptor, drop a pounce, and run on the next turn. Or if you were just faster, you just stay in. And it was hammer, jump out, which is what I think the other person should have done. Remember a little bit ago I was talking about how I thought they misplayed their Edom? Because their Edom was so strong and so fast. They legitimately could have done the Raptor strat, which was a massive attack and then leave, and then whatever comes in probably gets knocked out, but that's fine because then you bring in something that's faster than everything else that does massive damage, and you can either do the speed up to get the revenge kill, which with Raptor you would have done strike to get the revenge kill, then pounce for the 2 times damage, and then boom, you're out of there again, and then something else gets killed. So it was all about whose Raptor was faster back then, and then yeah. And then kind of the evolution was then we had Stegodius come in, which pretty much put an end to the Raptor meta because of superiority strike. It was that move alone, because Stegodius could survive the Raptor pounce and do superiority strike or Thagomizer, and that would cleanse the distraction and then pretty much one shot or two shot the Velociraptor. So yeah, kind of the history. That's kind of the history of how all of that came to pass. So let's crank this thing open. Yeah, and you know, Raptor, I feel like a lot of people have kind of gotten away from superiority strike. I mean, it's still in the game, obviously, but like if we look, what Nothing I'm using currently has superiority strike, although Nimmy's would absolutely wreck because it has the shielded decelerating strike. Maxima would wreck it. Is anybody checking Twitter? Has Jurassic World Alive replied to me yet? That'd be interesting to see if you just cranked it up. Gosh, Delta. Yeah, you start looking at these things and how much DNA it takes. I'm like, oh, I have level 24 and I have 15,000 Delta. Cool. But then I look, I'm like, oh, like half of that is going to go just going from 24 to 25. And I don't even think I have enough to make it 26 because I think it's probably 10,000 to make it 26. So even with 15,000 DNA, I can only go up one level. No, they haven't. That's rude. Should I just email them? Drop them an email? I almost wonder if, has anybody ever seen them on their socials comment? I don't pay attention enough. I almost feel like they like pre-program in their tweets to go out at certain times. And then they don't ever look at them. Of course, Raptor thinks Delta will be right there with you, thinking that there's such a bad lineup. See, this is why I don't have Yoshi on my team, because this lineup is going to be troublesome. Welcome back, Super Gator. I do need your spreadsheet fantasy. Oh, nice. Yo, look at this Ornithor. Like, look at that thing. Thing is nuts. I hate knocking it out like this. I mean, I don't because I want to win, but like I applaud them for having 100. Okay, so we have an all rare team here. We're gonna do the Swaparoo. Hopefully get the stun. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed on the stun here. Stun time. Yes. Nice. And then go with the distraction. They may drop the bleed. If they do, I'll just rampage and run. Even if they go instant distraction, I'm okay with that. I'm going to get out of here. Oh, okay. So they do actually do it every now and then, just not very often. And look, like, I don't know what the rest of this guy's team is like, but so far he's had 2 rares, and he's in the library. Oh, my end run didn't really work there. No worries. 7,000 HP. Sukotator used to, I think Sukotator at even levels beats Indoraptor, if I'm not mistaken. All right, where do we want to go? I think, what's his rampage? 3,000? I think I just go straight mags. Just in case they put their shield up here. I doubt they will. Go definite rampage. 28, I should be able to overcome. What's going on, Jason? Welcome to the stream. This should be the W. But that Ornithor Mimus was I think it was a beastly little dude. Yeah, I agree with that. Immunity has changed a lot of what's good and what's not good. I think Suko has so much more going for it though than just a straight bleeder. Because it's got the nullification, the instant distraction, the ferocious strike or the critical strike or whatever it is, and then the bleed move as well. It's got decent HP, I think, too. A little slow, maybe. How do you know Smilo will be... I don't know what you mean. What's my favorite dino in the game? Well, I like Nimmy's. Which is why it has 20 out of 24 boosts in it. I like Erlico Gamma too, I just haven't pulled the trigger on that. Spinonics. Poor Spinonics. Ooh. So Fantasy hasn't started. Oh, somebody was talking about Monolometrodon. Here you go. I got 6,200 HP and still 145. You don't know that Smilo will be chosen. I do like Stiggy. I wish Stiggy was better. I wish. I wish. I wish. What do we do here? What am I going to get hit with? I think we go here because I can speed myself up. All these self-speed ups are what we need to be using. I don't know what the dog is mad about. That's a beefy Monolometrodon. Not gonna lie. It has 2 rampages, but it's still just... Wait a minute. This is the guy I just faced? Like, what are the odds that I see 2 Succotators? After the other one was 27, though, so this is a different... That is crazy. Like, I don't even know what to do here. I think Nimmy's. Nimmy's is going to be my savior. Maybe. Turmolic is pretty bad. Turmolic is pretty bad. Alright, so we're going to go here. Do a little rampage and run. Instant destruction, that's fine. I'm cool with that. 136 though is some crazy high speed. Crazy high speed. But what are they gonna do? Superiority strike here? They did. Ah, that's almost $2,000 on a superiority strike. Get out of here. Now here's the good news is I can kind of flip-flop. If yeah, this is probably gonna hit for a lot, right? Like there's no way that look at that damage. This is what I was talking about. Like you can find really high Indoraptors that do a ton of damage. Wonder why the dog is going monkeys over there. This isn't going to end well because that's $4,000 of rampage coming at me and I can't stun them. Yeah, I'm going to get up here in just a second and go see why they're barking. I don't think, like I legit don't think 2,300 is going to come off of the bleed. I was close though. All right, give me 1 second to see why this dog is barking. Hold on, guys. Who knows? Dog saw its shadow. Oh, she does want to be part of the live, for sure. We really haven't moved much today. Let's know what that was. I feel like I'm in a haunted room right now between the dog barking, looking at ghosts. Am I gonna find another? So, see, everybody was saying that Suko is terrible, but like if you put enough boosts in it, there was nothing I could do there. First, the Endo is really massive as well. Gotta end this thing on a win. Gotta do something. We were doing so well at the beginning, and then it all fell apart. So this is just a terrible, terrible matchup. You don't see too many. Wow, that's 4K HP. You don't see too many leads from spikes anymore. Not too many. Oh, and the stun did not work. All right, what are we gonna do with spikes here? Spikes at 143. This is kind of what I want to do to my gamma. Is just make it so fast and so strong that it's tough to deal with. We're gonna drop the bleed on them. Then I'm just swapping out. Save this for another day. Yeah, it's a beefy Erlico spike, so that is for sure. $26.46 is not bad for a rampage. Not bad. Just don't see a whole lot of those, right? I don't, especially not openers, because it gets so destroyed by, I think Max destroys it. I think yeah, I think Maxima destroys it. I think Edom completely crushes it. Oh, Super Gator. See, here's the thing though. Like, your favorite figure, whatever that is, like, you may never have ever been able to run it past, you know, the very basic levels if they didn't have boosts. But now, if you want to invest in something, you definitely can. Jeez. Like, this is such a high level. Like, all their figures are super high level here. And this is, as we said earlier, if you're joining a little bit later, this is what I don't like about Orion, is the fact that, like, I can just continually do this, and then you just have to decide, are you gonna go crush? But yeah, if Orion can't get the speed, the lead in speed, it just doesn't do well. Maxima is going to present some problems. We're gonna go here. What I'm gonna try to do, we're gonna try to go evasive stance, and then as long as I don't get hit through, then we're gonna mutual fury, and then we're gonna try to win. I've got to survive here. Laura Croft, only minus 24. Like I said at the top of this broadcast, I feel like sometimes in library I see better teams than I do in Depot. Mauricio, I brought that up yesterday, I think, in yesterday's live stream. I feel like I'd like to see them kind of do what they did in Pokemon Go, where you have different leagues, and in those leagues, you can you have caps. Like I am facing just some straight up beefy figures right now. 2205, 149. Well, Gator, you don't play a PvP game. you don't you don't play a PvP game and worry about your opponent winning or losing. That's funny. I would make my dinos really strong, but then I'd feel bad for my opponents. I don't think the people at the top of the leaderboard feel bad for their opponents. I don't think anybody who's beat me today feels bad for me. I feel bad for me. Be 28. What's up, Rising? I hear a lot of people don't like it up on the beach. What? What is this? Look at this, guys. Level 29 Thor with just one speed boost? And yeah, fantasy, and that's I don't know. I don't know how to fix that. But I did think of that. So maybe they won't ever do it because there's no way to make that happen. All right, so I don't want to take a rampage here, although rampage doesn't really hurt, so yeah. Very true. Very true, fantasy. And I don't know, like I don't know what the answer to that would be. Like one option would be you would I don't know. One option would be that you just hold on, let me think about what I'm doing here. That your figure, well, see, the reason why I would want to use it is to use dinos that I don't ever use. That makes sense. So, like, if you just took what you had and then you subtracted out and they could only be max level, well, then you're still going to see the same figures, just at lower levels. Okay, Rampage will survive. And I'll survive his next attack. So do I gamble? No, we're not going to gamble. It's going to be GG. Well, yeah, of course, Super Gator. It's never fun when you're on the losing end of getting destroyed, but that is true, Scott. It is true. They do have for the weekend, but I guess and what I'm thinking that would make it different is say you had one arena, one league, because it wouldn't just be an arena, it'd actually be its own league. So say you had one league that nothing over level 20. Okay. So if I wanted to, but then you can never use uniques. But so if I wanted to, I could say, you know what, I don't really care about the league that we have now, the way it is set up. I'm going to take my Alloraptor, and I'm just going to start bumping boosts into it, and just leave it at 20. And then so you could just decide that you want to focus on, I want to have I like whatever, I don't know what you'd call it, the 20 league. You could just say that all these figures are the ones that I want to use, and I don't really care about the open league. I want to do only the 20 league. And then you'd have this. And then so you'd pick from all these. Whereas with the tournament, it's a little more restricted. But yeah, I mean, the weekend tournaments are similar. So maybe do like the 22 league. So you could use uniques. And then if you just never want to take your unique past level 21 or 22, you could. And then you could use it. I don't know. It's just an idea. Yeah. And see, and that would help. So if we look at where I don't even know where we find the rewards. Yeah, so for each league has its own season. Well, the high level players, like all these Apex Predators here, like they always get all this extra DNA, right? Which to them isn't a lot. But if you have these other leagues where they have the newer players to the game are actually better because they have the better dinosaurs at lower levels, then they can speed up the progress on their teams a little bit. Plus, I think it would give a lot of people, I think a lot of people would like to use some of the new figures, like the Lafaboa, can't use. Timon or Pumbaa, I can't use, because they're too low level. And because woolly mammoth is impossible to find, you just know where it doesn't spawn. Like it's going to be a lifetime before I ever have those up to playable levels. And so I could actually go down to the other thing, and it would give me incentive to try to work on those and get them to a level that I could then use them. Like I said, I mean, it's like a wish list of, it would be cool if, it definitely like doesn't take anything away from the game. Oh no, I didn't like the original boosts. I didn't like those at all. I did not like the fact that the Dolosaur could be like 300 speed. That was not good for the game. I think they got it right now though. I like the way that the boosts are now, as far as where you can get to. Where you can get to, what you can cap out at. I think it adds a lot of variety. You can run different things. Lots and lots of crits coming at me. What's his rampage? 28? What's his speed? 108. Okay. I can come in, and then I'm going to shield or dodge. Yeah, it would be difficult to influence, and I don't, like, I'm not a game developer, but I think if you sat in a room with other game developers, you could figure out how to make that work. I don't know. But like you said, I mean, the advantage that Pokemon Go has is you can keep an infinite number of each Pokemon. So you could have one that's set up for each different league. I don't know how they would do that in this game. Like, no clue. Oh, I'm going to get hit with 28, aren't I? No, I'm not. It would be cool, like, if you could take your DNA and allocate it out to, so you could have 3 or 4, however many different leagues there were. So I could take the DNA that I have for these dinos and then build them somehow. I don't know how you'd implement that. All right, what am I going to get hit with? I'm going to get hit with nothing. That's just crazy talk. Cool. that was I don't know what they were doing. That's a gold health that did nothing. Oh yeah. It's just it's good. It's not a rule, but it's definitely a guideline. I definitely don't like swapping into rampages. Definitely don't like doing it. Thanks for stopping by, Josephine. This was done. I don't know why I just did this. I mean, I know why. I wanted to drop a bleed, but so then the question becomes, do they go rampage or do they go rampage and run? All right, all right. I'm playing this one terribly. Too busy chit-chatting with you guys. 145. So we're not. That's because they're giving away the ingredients right now. You have the turtle on the ground globally. Finally, I'm just getting crushed right now. $2,000. He should go cloak or strike and run. How bad am I doing in this battle? $29 versus 84. I got nothing. I got nothing right here. Nothing. I'm definitely not playing well right now. That's 100% faux show. Faux show, faux show. All right, we're gonna get one more win, and then we're gonna call it a day. It's been a day. Call it a day because it's been a day. I like that. Oh. Oh my gosh. Congrats. Congrats on your level 30 Magna. Drop some boosts into that thing. Ouch. Losing your smartphone is never good. So I survived that. Magna's so tough. How'd you come up with enough irritator? We need another irritator event. Ah, thank you, Green. Very much appreciate that. Watch Irritator get another. Like, how rude would that be if Irritator gets another hybrid next update? Like, that would be the ultimate rude, right? Hold on one second. Well, I survived. Oh my gosh, really? Like, it's so crazy, so crazy. um, I like what out there still needs a hybrid? I mean, I know that there's things. That's not a good matchup for me. I'm gonna go get out of here and take that, but I'm gonna save that for later. Everybody wants a Majunga. I think if they do a Majunga Suchus hybrid, I think I'm gonna be the only one that doesn't insta level 30. Because I don't have, like, relatively speaking, I don't think I have a lot of it. And that's like the number one requested. Everybody wants that. Ouch. 38. Why you do that? All right, let's go for the big hit. Oh, Monostego. Oh, that's a beefy Monostego too. Oh, but it didn't work. Uh-oh. Ah, no crit. So if I do this... Oh, he didn't cleanse? Why would you do that? Oh well, it doesn't matter. That's gonna be a dub. That's a nice... Good, I mean... There we go. All right. Gosh, I haven't even checked to see if there's nothing, no good spawns, but anyway, we are like almost 2 hours and 10 minutes into the stream, so I'm gonna call it a day here. Appreciate everybody for being along. I think we pretty much ended up right where we started as far as trophies. 53, 59, somewhere in there. Oh, look at this. Green Screener says, hey, I'm giving away my irritator. You go over here. There's Metal Deadhead. Already asking for it. How funny. Or Fantasy, I mean. Fantasy's over here already asking for Green Screener's irritator DNA. That's funny. All right, guys. Well, I do appreciate all of the support. It's been fun. And what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. And then we have Friday. So I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow, but I'll definitely do one on Friday, and it'll be tournament time. So we'll be looking at what's good, what's not good, how bad do I do, how good do I do? Who knows? And that's all I've got for this one. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And until next time.